Okay, so remember that they're changing my voice. I've been anticipating the end of my life for quite some time, and hopefully it will be soon. And there's some signs that suggest that that is the case because of all the fuming and all the psyops that are being run and the effect that it's having. I want you to consider 6 points. And again, I'm very proud that I've lived a shorter and righteous life. I know if I die soon, right? Instead of a longer kind of nerd life or arrogant social club life or, average person, keeping their head down life. I mean, those lives aren't worth living. Okay? You either do God's work or you're the walking dead. You're dead beat. You're beat by the devil. So point number 1, time is flying by quickly and other people aren't prepared to meet their maker. Point number 2, other people are slaves to child molesters that make immature and sick faces while people suffer and die, and they're allies. Point number 3, like an ostrich, like the Bible says, like an ostrich, they lead the children to be trampled by wild beasts and are hell-bound prostitutes. You see in Lamentations, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, right? Psalms, it warns of people who eat the flesh of their offspring. We see it in Greek mythology, Roman mythology, right? Cronus, Jupiter, eating the flesh of their offspring. And it symbolizes ruining their future, making it so they can only live evil lives, making it so they can't truly walk in the light of moral precision, which comes from God. In reality, right? Universal pinpointed moral precision. Point number 4, their labor is in vain, right? You could be a doctor, you could have all the money in the world, you could be a successful, quote unquote, successful lawyer, you could be a quote unquote successful IT professional, scientist, okay? But it's all in vain. What was all that for? It's for you to indulge as somebody who's beat by the devil your whole life and lead your family by example astray. That's being in the spirit of the devil leading the world astray. You're part of the spirit. Point number 5, they grow old and rotten more and more, and they become unnatural more and more. Point number 6, okay, as people proceed, they become ugly, including females. So if you're a male, you see yourself as heterosexual, you must notice that females are becoming less and less attractive, okay? They're doing all kinds of unsavory things, and it's nearly impossible to tell who does what disgusting sex acts and to what degree and why, because everyone's in some kind of closed society, some kind of military group, military cult, right? Military secret society, social club, military industrial complex group, law enforcement code of silence groups, assets for intelligence agencies, gangs, sex cults. I mean, there's so many of these groups, secret societies, social clubs, frats, sororities, and you don't know to what degree they're sexually immoral, but they're contributing to it. The filth is on their souls, and it's not worth dating or marrying. You see that the people that these females are dating are guys who are playing mind games. They're part of this massive gang stalking operation psyops. They're playing mind games. It doesn't matter if they could lift a house with their pinky. Okay? Doesn't matter how much they read the Bible. If you resort to assimilating and playing mind games, gang stalking people, running psyops on people, okay, that's some sissy punk stuff. Okay, and the point of this video is not to insult anybody. It's to show you what has happened here. And I'm going to post this on my Tiny Homes channel. And I'm going to post a lot of these videos where I go way out of my way to make sure I don't break the rules on YouTube. And I've been doing a pretty good job of that on all my channels these days. And, I'm going to have a lot of short sayings for you as well. I'm trying to keep all the videos under 5 minutes. They've been giving me a hard time by where I live. They did things in a way so I couldn't pull over by the side of the road where I usually do to upload videos because I don't have good service at my house, good reception. And that's been problematic. And they've also been doing things like, walking their dogs and so on and so forth in a certain way, that has to do with making it more difficult for me to upload the video. And, the way where I live, it's very problematic if I drive to town more than once, and they sabotaged my car and so on and so forth. Thank you.